Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 2nd. We are going to jump right in here, Virgo, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time. Looks pretty good. I feel like you need to get to work on something. I don't read reversals, but that Ace of Pentacles did come up in reverse. I dropped this deck, so it's all messed up. But it is interesting because, I do feel that first row is kind of talking about needing to get to work on something that you just haven't kind of finished up yet, needing to get to work on something that you want to see through to the end, or that you want to see what's on the other side of it, right? And that's kind of what I get here. You start off with this chop wood card. Again, just a card of like needing to get to work, needing to put the work into something, or needing to get something in your life moving forward. It's kind of like a card of putting in the work. So that's definitely what I get here. You have the Ace of Pentacles here, and we're gonna talk about it in a minute. But again, there's a garden on the Ace of Pentacles, and it kind of represents taking care of a garden, growing a garden, watering it, doing all the things that you're supposed to do with a garden, right? And we go Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant, Empress. Empress is having a harvest, and she creates a harvest as well. So I feel there's like a big harvest coming in for you, but we're gonna have to figure out what it is. And I feel more work needs to be done here with this card. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles here. Wheel of Fortune really says you need to take control of a situation. We control the wheel constantly. The wheel is always spinning. Whether we take control of the direction is, kind of like up for debate, but what I would say is you can control the direction with your vibrations. There's a snake over here that kind of looks like a wavy line, and it kind of represents your vibrations, or controlling the wheel with your vibrations. So I would keep vibing high, but I do feel there is kind of like, this is I'm getting more like luck coming in off of that Wheel of Fortune. You have the Nine of Wands. I kind of feel like everybody feels like the Nine of Wands right now. I feel like everybody's just feeling it, right? Feeling the tiredness, the exhaustion from putting in a lot of work here. I kind of feel like we're in this time where, to get a certain result that we want, we're kind of having to put in like double the effort, right? It's like if you want love, maybe it requires like double the effort. If you want money, maybe it requires double the effort or more for you. And I kind of feel like everybody's there, like everybody's tired. Everybody's like, okay, like when am I going to get a break? When I'm going to see the same results that I was seeing in the past, and all that other stuff. So it's like we're having to put in double the work. And so the Nine of Wands is kind of talking about that. Is it going to get easier? I would say no. I feel like we are being called by the universe to get better, or to find other ways of doing things, or to become more efficient, right? And I feel like there's a big opportunity for you to do that with the Ace of Pentacles. In love, for example, we can work backwards. We can say, like, what do I want my future to look like? Do I want, a family and kids and all this other stuff? Or do I want someone who understands I want a career and, all this other stuff? What do you want, right? I would figure it out. And then I would work backwards, and I would find a person in love who fits. Just that simple, right? In business, same thing. It's like I feel like we have to figure out like exactly what the end goal is. What's at the end? You have this Unfinished Symphony card. Remember I was saying about seeing something through to the end? I feel like you have to figure out what's at the end and what fits that goal. It might be something you're not doing. And that's really what I'm getting intuitively, is that there are things that maybe you haven't even ever thought that you would do in your life, but it's like maybe it's a better fit for your goal, right? Whatever your goals are. If you don't know what they are, Ace of Pentacles, I would, figure that out, or write them down and all that other stuff. Next, you have this By the Book card. I do feel that this is asking you to kind of like stick with what works, plain and simple. It's like you have the Hierophant here as well. You do have the Eight of Swords, which is like a little contradictory. I'm not going to lie. We're going to explain that. I'm going to explain that in just a minute. But, I feel that doing what works in business, work, love, everything is going to work, plain and simple. You have the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a self-imposed restriction. So the Eight of Swords is about kind of like keeping yourself stuck in prison. The reason that this is kind of contradictory is because the Eight of Swords says you could be doing something one way, and you're not opening up to a million ways of doing things. Like, there's a million ways to do basically everything in existence. We just have to open up to it. Typically, as humans, we fall into a pattern because something worked for us in the past, or something continues to work for us, whatever the case may be. And again, usually with the Eight of Swords, if I were to get that by the book card, to me it would say, don't do things by the book, right? But what I would say here is that if something isn't working, just try something else. And there are many ways to skin a cat, as they say. The Hierophant could represent learning from an expert. The Hierophant could be a mentor. The Hierophant represents the 3 stages of initiation. It represents initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. He's got 3 stages to his crown, 3 stages to his wand, or whatever that is, the scepter thing that he's holding as well. And again, it can say that there's like kind of different levels of doing things in your life. And I feel that for some of you, like, education is really going to be beneficial, or educating yourself on new ways of doing things, and whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish is going to be very successful for you. You have the Knight of Swords. I feel pretty good about this, actually, this Knight of Swords. Normally, I'm not a big fan of the Knight of Swords in general, but I feel pretty good. I kind of feel like he's running on a treadmill, and that's the best way I could describe the energy here, where, it's like he's training. It's like if you're running on a treadmill, you're getting healthier, things are improving in your life, but he's not really going anywhere. And I see this happen a lot. I call it analysis paralysis, where it's like we can learn a lot about things like a business or a relationship. We can learn and learn and learn, but it's like eventually we need to take action. We need to get off the treadmill, and we need to kind of put our practice into play, right? And I kind of get that for you here, where it's like if you are in that stage of analysis paralysis, if you've been analyzing something, and you haven't taken action, I feel like it's like you've done enough. I feel like this is saying it's time to get moving. You even have this Unfinished Symphony card. And this card kind of says something needs to be wrapped up. Something needs to come to an end. You need to finish something or see the end of something. And that's kind of like the energy that I mostly get for you here on that Unfinished Symphony card. You have the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Hangman. Number one, I do feel like you're very attractive at this time. I do feel like you could be attracting love. This could be a Pisces that you're attracting to your life, by the way, if you're looking for love. But the Empress, she has grown this wheat in front of her. She's used her scepter there to be able to grow the wheat that is in front of her. So I feel like you've done a good job of kind of like growing the things in front of you. But I feel that you could be creating new abundance in some way. I mostly say that because of this Ace of Pentacles. It's like there's new... I feel for a lot of you that Ace of Pentacles could be like a goal. It's not really new. I feel for... normally... Traditionally, Ace of Pentacles would be something new. I don't think it's something new. This is your past position. I feel like this is something you've been trying to accomplish, and I feel you're finally ready to kind of like accomplish something. This could be a person that comes in and helps you. Could be a King of Cups type of person. Could be a water sign. I also feel like it's talking about your emotions. Again, with that Wheel of Fortune, we need to kind of control our emotions, and he is very good at controlling his emotions, the King of Cups. That's why he is so successful, because he is able to kind of like control how he feels about things, and that makes him, very successful. And you have the Hangman. Again, everything in your reading says it's time to get off the pole, as I always say with the Hangman. The Hangman, his head is glowing. He has sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs to gain enlightenment, but he's gained enlightenment. Now it's time for him to get moving forward. And that's kind of like what I feel for you here, Virgo, is that it's time to make some progress. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Seven of Pentacles. There's your card of analysis. Seven of Pentacles, he's analyzing the pentacles that he has grown in front of him, and he's like saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? So I feel like for some of you, that could be the analysis that we were talking about earlier. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is kind of like a card of following a plan. The Emperor is a card of control as well. I feel that, it can represent Aries. You have the Emperor and the Empress as well. So this could be a divine counterpart coming in for you, or like a power couple type vibe right here that could lead to marriage if you're looking for love. Nine of Wands would really say it's time to open up. It's time to open up to love. It's time to allow love into your life. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. it's like there's no progress here. I feel like there needs to be more progress. It's like something has to happen here. Like I said, remember the treadmill thing? It's like you've been practicing and practicing and practicing, but I feel like the seeds need to be planted. It's like there's no more practice that needs to be done. It's time to gain real world experience, and that's really that's like the message I'm getting for your reading. Plain and simple. I'm not really getting anything else. I really feel this is talking about real world experience. On the Two of Wands, he's standing at the top of a castle. He's looking out into the world, even though he has the whole world in his hands. It's like sometimes I feel with the Two of Wands, it's like he's assuming what is out in the world, but he has the whole world in his hands. It's like saying he needs to get out into the world to actually experience what's out there. But he's just assuming that he automatically knows what is out there. That's why sometimes I feel like the Two of Wands is like no progress or not making a move. And I kind of feel that for you here. I feel like it's like saying you have no clue what is going to be happening for you. You have to go experience it. Eight of Swords, same thing, right? Eight of Swords, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Like, Five of Pentacles could be all the reasons not to do something, but there are always reasons not to do something. That doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. And I feel like the Five of Pentacles is saying, get out of your head. With the Hierophant, you have the Ace of Pentacles again. You are definitely going to be successful with this opportunity, but it's like time to get moving. So I feel like it's time to get moving towards this opportunity, the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like I've said this to you before, but I feel like that Ace of Pentacles is something that you've wanted to accomplish for a long time. It's like I think we all have, like one thing where if we really think about it, we probably all have one thing where if we accomplished it, we would be really, really happy or really kind of improve our life in some way. And that's what I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is for you. It's like whatever your, shining moment it would be. I don't know what that is for you, Virgo, but I'd start thinking about it. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, you have everything you need at your disposal. She is the card of resourcefulness. She has all the resources necessary to be very successful, but she just needs to, put in the work. She needs to make it happen. And I kind of feel that for you, where it would be a good idea for you to, put in the work. It would be a good idea for you to really make it happen. With the Empress, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of learning. Again, you have, repeating cards here in this diagonal. Very interesting. I feel like education is going to be your best friend if on accomplishing some sort of goal. There are no cards of fear here, really, except for that Five of Pentacles, fearing being left out in the cold. But the Hierophant, it's like education is the solution to fear. It's like usually if we're afraid of something and we learn about it, we learn that it's not that scary. And I feel like learning is going to be very helpful for you. Middle row with the King of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands says don't give up. Again, you've been trying to accomplish something for a long time. You have the Nine of Wands over here. A lot of repeating cards. Basically, the universe saying I meant what I said. And with the Hangman, you have the Ace of Cups. Could be a love offer, for sure. So there could be a love offer coming in for you, something that makes your emotions overflow. This diagonal here is very good. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, two aces to me is a definite yes to any question that I have not answered. So there's definitely a yes here, Virgo. I just want to see what is the final outcome for Virgo. Page of Wands, new adventure, going on some sort of new adventure here, Virgo. Four of Cups, can't really know. Again, I always say I don't trust any psychic who claims to know all the answers in general. And it's like sometimes we're not meant to know what we're supposed to do. Four of Cups is kind of like steps is the way that I look at it. Sometimes with the Four of Cups, I feel that we are manifesting steps to accomplish our goal. So he's kind of disappointed that he isn't getting what he wants, but he actually is. He just needs to grab onto those cups and be grateful for the cups that he is getting. And you have the Eight of Pentacles, so needing to put in the work towards this Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. It can represent money or abundance or something entering into your life in the future because of the work that you are doing over here. Let's see here, Virgo. With the Page of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty, happiness, love, true love, family. So I feel like some of you could be attracting a deep connection. With the Four of Cups, you have the Four of Cups, needing to see that, again, you are attracting the cups. You are attracting the steps, like I said. Kind of reminds me of this Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles, she is resourceful. That does not mean she has the resources. So it's like you might need money, but maybe you don't have the money. She doesn't necessarily have the money either, but she finds a way, to do something. Maybe she has a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability that could make her money on the side. She's like willing to do those things. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Death card. Your work, like the way that you work is transforming. We kind of talked about this over here, where I was saying with that Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, it's kind of like you're learning better ways of doing things. I feel like this is making you more efficient. So I love this reading for you, Virgo. Actually, I feel like you're heading towards a great change. Readings have been a little weird this week, I'm not going to lie. And actually, for like the past 2 months, right? The readings have been weird. And I'm not really sure like where it's going. Like what is the universe trying to get us towards? I always, like, whenever these things happen, just so you know, I always meditate on it, and I've been meditating on it for like weeks now because I've been getting these weird readings, and I feel like things are becoming clearer, but I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see, so we'll find out. But thank you for being here. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising, but thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.